It's Arizona Bike Week, and specific for me, it's Cave Creek Bike Week. And in fact, Cave Creek has become the center of Arizona when it comes to Bike Week. So that's the place to be. And actually, it goes on longer than a week. It goes on about 10 days, unless you are hanging out at the Roadhouse, in which case it pretty much goes on for a month. Don't have the vendors, but they sure have the bikes. So everybody will be turning out the Roadhouse and the Hideaway and Harold's and the Buffalo Chip. And even the Horny Toad this year is really trying to get into it. So they're going to have a whole bunch of vendors and parking lot activity for it. And of course, the American Legion is having an entire week of celebrations for Bike Week. And that's where I'll be hanging out, because the benefit for the American Legion is we have our own parking there. You don't have to get stranded and walk a mile to get to where you want to be, and it's a lot easier to get a drink. So come on down to Bike Week. I hope you're enjoying it.
Okay, heading into the belly of the beast, you'll see in just a few seconds. So here's the Hilltop Tavern, which Mountain View is its proper name, but most locals call it the pub. And they're not really a bike scene. They get a little bit of it, but they have the best views in town if you just want to sit around and have a drink. But once this traffic in front of me noses down a little, you'll see what's going on below us, and it's something else. I've already passed 5 patrol cars. Each had somebody pulled over. And one motorcycle down. Looks like he tangled with a cager, but the rider looked to be okay. And he was heading into town, so probably alcohol wasn't involved on his end of things. It's too bad. He had a beautiful looking Harley CVO. And now you're beginning to see what's going on here. This is parking for, they closed the 2 outside lanes, and this parking is for the Roadhouse. And even if people are going to the Hideaway, they park up here and they walk to the Hideaway. And then on the left side of the road will be for Harold's and the Buffalo Chip. It's not a good time to come on 4 wheels. Parking is almost impossible. There are a few lots that'll charge you, I guess, $10 or $15. If they have a space. That's pretty tough to do. Now, Harold's has a huge parking lot, but they have a huge fan base too, so that's a little bit difficult. Plus, there's a crosswalk that connects goes across the 4 lanes, and it connects the Roadhouse to Harold's. And it's very popular for people to go from one to the other, which means on a busy day like this, the flashing lights to warn of pedestrian crossing are really busy, and it's really tough to get down the lane here because we're all stopping for the pedestrian, which is fine. It's what it should be. That's why I'm riding my Goldwing today instead of my Harley, because I don't have to worry about overheating. So here you see they're already starting to park too deep. The motorcycle's parking too deep, and that makes it pretty rough on that row behind them. And we're coming up on the Roadhouse on the right. Ooh, look at that old Impala. And here we go. We got Harold's going on over there, and we got the Roadhouse going on here. And even places that normally have nothing going on, just construction buildings. And Hell's Angels have got a booth set up. I don't recall them being here before, but there's a Cave Creek chapter because this is where Sonny lived. Now we're coming up on the Hideaway on the right side. Rebel Ranch on the left is closed, trying to sell 7.2 million. Good luck. Not going to happen. 9 acres though. Police at every intersection. That's nice. That's nice. Like to see that. Fellow Goldwing there. Now we're coming up on the Horny Toad, and as I mentioned earlier, the Horny Toad doesn't normally get involved in all of this stuff, but this year they're making a big effort, and I see tents. Lots of tents, lots of people. The crowd is so big that there's no such thing as having too many places participate. I mean, look at the motorcycles are still just thick and deep, and this is why I'm going to the Legion, because I'll be able to find a place to park there, being a private club. Look at them all. Woo-wee! So if you're healthy and wearing sneakers, I guess you can park your motorcycle way down here and walk all the way up, but I'm kind of old for that. All right, now coming up on the American Legion, and here I am. Morning, guys. Oh, it's not morning anymore. It's afternoon. Okay. Hey, how's it going?
There probably isn't a lot of parking, but there are a couple of spots on the other side under the tree.
Well, I got all that room back there.
Well, yeah, if you want to go through there.
Yeah,
We gotta leave
I've got reverse,
Okay.
so I don't worry about it. Yeah.
There might be a spot or two.
Yeah, I'll find one. Thanks. And here we are. So these are all volunteers, those guys. I know all those guys because I'm a Legion writer here. So, time to get out of the helmet and into a cowboy hat. Better get in line somewhere. Whoop. Okay, a little better with the phone here. So this is what we call the rail. We sit here at the rail, park our motorcycles in front and stare at our bikes. So that's always a good time. And if I can get further out here, we have new banners. We have our guys controlling traffic. Hey, Boogie.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. A little busy, huh?
A little bit.
And here's the Hideaway on Monday for Bike Week. They have street crews just directing us where to park. Fortunately, I found a space right over here. Vendors. And I'm just back from doing a funeral escort today with the Patriot Guard. It's very nice, very, very nice. That's a different video. I hope you'll watch it.
Yeah, I'll use my cash.
So she's the most famous bartender around.
Jim, do you need something, sweetheart?
Do you think she gets many tips? I don't understand. If I dressed like that, I wouldn't get any tips.
If I dress like that, I wouldn't get.
You would tip me to not dress like that.
You always like all this. Hello. He's saying if you dress like. Oh, look at this. Me too. Girls too. Me too. Me and Myra can figure.
The V8 just retired. She wants to come back. Military.
Well, this is not my clip. I want to make that clear. I wish I had these kind of drone skills, but I definitely do not. This is an official Roadhouse clip that they just post for their own promotion. And I'm using it because there's no way, walking around there with a camera, there's just no way I could match the amount of information that you're getting out of this aerial shot. So we'll just let this one play out. Now, what you want to know about the Roadhouse is it's owned by Mark Bradshaw, and he also owns the Hideaway, which is a few hundred yards down the road there. It's a sister joint, another biker place, and they're both the biker places in Cave Creek. But Mark started Cave Creek's Bike Week. I don't know if he inherited the idea but he's definitely behind it. He's responsible for it. He is the sponsor of Cave Creek Bike Week, and the Roadhouse and Hideaway are the sponsors of Cave Creek's Bike Week. And they put, I think he published that he spent $70,000 not in labor, but in various outlays for the event. So he puts a lot into it. Of course, you can tell he's going to make a whole pile of money, which is good because in the summertime, you could go down to out in his parking lot and lie down and take a nap, and you would be safe. So there have been many times when I am the only person in there, maybe one of 5 people in there in the summer. It's 120 degrees. I'm still very happy to be there. It's a 365-day-a-year operation. The staff are just great. They're really nice people. The gals there, just real dolls. Very, very friendly. And so I like it. And I hang out at the American Legion. I've shown you the rail where we hang out and look at our bikes. They have a rail here at the Roadhouse, and it's the same thing. You just sit there and, you hold your drink and you look across the road and you see heralds, and you wonder why everybody's going to heralds when you have the Roadhouse, each to their own. I guess maybe they're just not bikers. But this place is, I can't tell you the number of clubs, and I'm talking about 3-patch motorcycle clubs, gangs, that I've seen there. You've got the Gypsy Jokers and the Mongols and the Hells Angels, and then, dozens of different organizations, and I've never seen any trouble. Never. I haven't even seen a push and shove. And, there's a lot of alcohol happening. So it's very impressive. I'm so happy to live in an area where we have a scene like the one we have, and I appreciate what the Roadhouse has done for the community over these many years. And I think it must be working for Mark and his family, because otherwise it's a lot of work. Why would they keep doing it? So there you go, the Roadhouse on Bike Week 2025. Well, it's the second Saturday of Cave Creek Bike Week, and it's a big happening at the Legion today because we're unveiling a motorcycle that's been customized for a wounded warrior. Been working on it for a year. It's going to be awarded in about an hour. So everybody's here. The Marines are going to be here. It's a big deal.
My dog is 10 pounds. You gotta wiggle up there with Boogie when you get to your height so you can see what the fuck's going on. Get him here in front. Well, Megan's gotta get up there.
My name is Shiv. I oversee the ALR here at Post 34, and we've been working on this Combat Hero bike build for quite some time. So thank you all for coming. We really appreciate your support. And we do have a couple of traditions that we do here at Post 34, and we're going to start off with a prayer from Dan here. So you can take off your hat. I have a really good Marine joke I was going to tell you. I forgot to tell you. Just kidding. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn around. Appreciate his work on this. So Tony from Ramjet, everybody. Thank you. Just my children and my wife. Thank my lucky stars to be living here today. 'Cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud
To be an American, wearing a sign of my
And I gladly stand
Up.
to you and defend her still today. Somebody threw it at me. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.